I'm going lazy YouTuber style. Is that what they call this? I have my hair braided today in Dutch braids. I'm in my Haley Adams era. Anyone who does CrossFit, you'll know who I'm talking about. Anyway, it's been a minute. And I was sitting here watching freaking recaps of Amberlynn Reid, and I was like, you know what? It's been a minute. I should just make like just a little tiny quick video on what has been going on and how I'm doing and what's coming next. So we are in the open season. Yeah. So just finished 21.4. I did get time capped in that workout in the round of 9. I'm not going to post it up for you. Google 21.4 dumbbell snatches and burpees. It's a burpee workout, not a snatch workout. You actually recover on the snatches. I knew I was going to get time capped because for those of you who have followed along, you know that I had shoulder surgery 6 months ago. This was the first time I have snatched a 35-pound dumbbell since September of last year. So I knew the likelihood just from like muscle fatigue of me being able to finish was going to be a stretch. That was like my greedy goal was to finish. But my goal was to get through the rounds of 15, which I did. And then I got capped in the round of 9. So I'm completely fine and content with that performance. I may or may not have cried happy tears just because it felt good to be able to do something that made me feel normal, because that's one of the things I've struggled with this particular surgery is like getting back to like normal, right? So felt good. Don't care that I got time cap because I'm not going to the CrossFit Games. And neither are you. So it's totally fine unless you happen to be a CrossFit Games athlete watching this. So doing good there. My Siberian kitten Bear Grease has been sick or was sick for a couple of weeks. We are on the mend though, back almost to normal, which is really good. One expensive vet trip later. So he has always had a sensitive stomach. And I was doing a food transition. If you've watched my shorts, you know he's allergic to everything. And so I was trying to transition him into food that would, make his stomach issues either resolve or better, and onto something a little bit more cost effective in terms of food, because he was eating like a Ziwi air dried food, which for any of you who feed that to your pets, it is really good. And there's other great quality air dried foods, but it's $60 for 2.5 pounds. And I have 2 cats that are eating it. So Bear Grease and Gatsby both eat that. Going through, oh my God, like, I don't know, 8 pounds a month. Like, I mean, just like ungodly amount of money, like over $200 a month. I was like, I can't do this for the next 17 years. So I wanted to get him on something different. That food actually caused constipation for him. And they're like sort of inadvertently, because of that, he got like inflammation. We're pretty sure inflammation like in his tummy. And he had a high fever. And he was very lethargic, like to the point where like one day, like I couldn't wake him up. And so that's why we went to the vet and had him checked out. And he did not have anything abnormal in his blood work. Everything was fine. No high white count, no high red count, no low red count, low white count, any of that. So we're pretty sure it was just inflammation. Gave him Onsior, which is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory. And for those of you who've been around long enough and have ever watched me, my videos where I talk about Kitty was on Onsior on and off for his chronic rhinitis caused by the radiation that he had from his nasal cancer. And so it's a medication I'm super familiar with. I'm very comfortable with. Bear Grease, he's easy to give medication to, doesn't care. And then the doctor also prescribed metronidazole, which in humans is used as an antibiotic. It's like or an antifungal. I think they use it for like yeast infections or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's what it's for. But in cats, they use it as an anti-diarrhea. Well, Bear Grease, after being constipated, he had like an upset tummy. And so we gave him metronidazole, and he unfortunately is one in a bazillion cats that had an adverse reaction to it. And so it caused neuropathy and tremors in his legs. And so I had stopped giving it to him, called the vet, and I was just like, I don't know what this is, but really the only thing that's different right now is the metronidazole. he had Ansier before when he was neutered. So I wasn't concerned about basically Aleve giving him this like reaction. And I didn't think it was the food because we did switch him to a prescription cat food. It's called, I don't even know what it is. It's a Royal Canin. It's a hydrolyzed protein. Don't at me if I'm saying that wrong. And he was doing fine with that. Gatsby also eats it. They're both fine with it. You know, his probiotic is the same. Like all of it was the same. The only thing that really gave me any like was like, was the metronidazole. And then so we stopped him on that, and that was like just about a week ago. And it does say like if you can consult Google, it will tell you that the reaction to metronidazole in a cat generally resolves itself in about 2 weeks. And so I would say he is probably 85%, no, that's a lie, 95% better. He is playing with Gatsby again. They're grooming each other. He's jumping up on things. He's not crying like when he gets up to move or anything. But I don't see him running very much yet. He hasn't started like running the Preakness with Gatsby again, but they are wrestling and what I call Lion Kinging, a lot of that. So that's where we are with that. I'm going to London in April. Yay! I'm gonna go for like just like a week, like 8 days. Very excited. I don't think that I will upload any videos or anything. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't care. While I'm there, I might. You never know. Maybe some shorts. I'm gonna go to Paris for at least a day while I'm there, just because it's only 2.5 hours on the train. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna go up to a little town called Haworth, England, which is in Yorkshire. My family is from there. That is actually my mom's maiden name. And so I'm going to go there and hang out. And my boss, who's based in the UK, he lives in Leeds. So I'm going to meet him and then we're going to go to Haworth together. And it's a cool little town with lots of little shops. So I'm super excited about that. And then from a weight loss perspective, I don't know if anyone cares, but I am 173.8 or 0.6, 0.8, I think. Slowly, things are definitely starting to slow down. And that's just because I'm kind of getting to the bottom of the barrel of like how much, do I still have to give? Like, what is my body going to give me? So slowing down now, where before I was kind of averaging closer to like 4-ish pounds every month, like a pound a week or so. Now it's closer to like 2.5 pounds a week. And that's been really holding that kind of steady, like 2.5 pounds for like the last couple of months, which was expected. Like I'm not disappointed. I'm still losing every week. And so when I check in with my coach, like I'm still losing, which is great. Like, and if you believe, right, like the, impedance scales or whatever, we were doing some math, like not this last check-in, but the month prior. And I had lost at that point, like 52 pounds. And of that 52, like 40 of that is body fat. And so not terrible, right? Because you always want to maintain as much mass as you possibly can. I will tell you though that I definitely feel it now. Now that my shoulder's feeling better and I'm starting to get back to lifting heavier weights, I can definitely tell that my relationship with gravity is different. Especially like back squatting, deadlifting, a lot of that. Like I am struggling under some weight that like I was like, why is this so heavy? And then I remember that, now like 55 pounds ago, right? Like that's a significant difference, in terms of, like mass moves mass, right? Weight moves weight. So struggling a little bit with that, and that's more mental than anything. But I also have hired a nutrition coach who is trained and certified in, sports nutrition, like for CrossFitters. She's an Olympic lifter. She's actually based in Canada. It's with CBD, not CBD, CBG. Bear Grylls is right here. That's why I looked away. He's like hunting something. I think there's a box elder bug on the ground over there because it wasn't winter and so nothing died. So they're all making their way into the house. sneaking in. Anyway, so with Consistency Breeds Growth, they are on Instagram. So if you're interested, you can definitely check them out. Um, but I am on like week 3 or 4 maybe with them. And it's just really about having some advice, like plan, like a blueprint, for like what, my meals are, every day, and like building them around my training and right, all of that fun shit. So anyway, so I just wanted to provide you with that quick update. Not that you care, not that I'm a fancy YouTuber, but I hope you're all doing well. And if you're CrossFitting and you're in the open, you're crushing it. It's it's only going to get harder from here. Although the first workout was very hard. You're doing awesome. We're all doing awesome. Remember, we're not going to the CrossFit Games. No one is going except for CrossFitters, like elite CrossFitters. So don't be too hard on yourself. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye.